Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to buy it, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Breitling Endurance Pro in Ice Blue reference X82310D51B1S1. I'm going to talk about the bezel, dial, case, bracelet movement, try it on, give my thoughts. So let's start. This is the Breitling Endurance Pro. It's a new line released by Breitling, and it has many different colors. Black, red, orange, green, yellow, ice blue like you see here, or sky blue, dark blue. And all that, they're targeting to do adding different colors to it. Now, what makes it special? Well, one is that it has all these interesting colors, and interestingly, they do a great job of making the strap match the watch. Now, it has these little accents on, like you see here on the inside of the bezel, you have an ice blue accent that matches the strap. And they also, and on the other color, they do something similar. So for example, if this watch were red Endurance Pro, you would have a red inside bezel. If it was orange, it'd have the orange inside bezel and a matching orange strap to go with it. So it really gives the watch some flavor. Not every company does this. Breitling at the moment is doing it, and I think it's a fantastic idea. Okay, not only is the Endurance Pro have many variations, it is also at a very good price point. The price point retail, at least as of 23, is $3,400, and you can buy it for less than that at JazzTime.com. We're selling it for the high twos at the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk a bit about this watch. As I said, let's talk about the case. Now, the case, Breitling says it's the Breitlight case, and it's a blackened case. It kind of looks like a PVD case to me, and well, what do you think about the case? I think it looks very nice. The diameter or the size of the watch is 44 millimeters. That's from my thumb to my index finger. That's the 8 o'clock, the 2 o'clock position. Now, to give you some reference, 44 millimeters is about as big as you can go with pretty much any watch. Most watches are under 40. 44 is kind of the maximal for a watch, especially a sports watch. Now, there are bigger ones, but 44 are really the max. If you look at Rolex, for example, most of their sports watches are 40. And Audemars Piguet, by example, their max size is 43. So 44, 43 is pretty close. And Breitling has always been known for kind of bigger watches. Not gigantic ones, but it is still not a small watch. Okay? So, but it's not too big of a watch either. And when I try it on, you'll get to see that. Now, as I said, Breitling calls this case material Breitlight. To me, it looks like a PVD steel watch, but Breitling calls it Breitlight. So, okay, let's go with that. Now, let's talk about the movement. Now, to keep this price down, they told you regaining this watch retails for $3,400, and we sell it for much less than that at JazzTime.com. And they do that by keeping the movement a quartz movement. Now, Breitling calls it a thermo-compensated SuperQuartz. Now, what differs than that with some other type of quartz? Well, I believe the battery lasts longer, is more precise, and it's somehow thermo-compensated, so it is resistant to different temperatures. For example, if a watch is too cold, it can't work because the electronics still work. Similarly, if it's too hot, it doesn't. But thermo-compensated SuperQuartz, I suppose, is impervious to temperature fluctuations. I forgot to show you one other thing. Since we were talking about the case, I told you about the diameter. I forgot to tell you about the thickness. Let me turn it on its side, and you'll see the thickness, surprisingly, is quite thin. It's actually one of the thinner Breitlings at 12.5 millimeters. To give you some reference, a Datejust is also 12 millimeters, and so it's right there. Now, how did they achieve that? Breitling is actually known for having thicker watches. How did they achieve that? Well, they used a quartz movement. But even this quartz movement, by the way, has 4 joules, and the battery life lasts 2 years. So it's not all bad, because the good thing about battery run watches are they're a little bit cheaper, and you don't have to set them, and you don't have to spend an expensive amount to service them every few years. You just simply change the battery, which is not more than $50, and it'll run for another few years. You can put it down, pick it up, doesn't matter. Okay. It also keeps the watch lighter. In fact, this watch is only 65 grams. By comparison, a Datejust is like around, I want to say, around 100 grams or so. So it's what, 40% less, 35% less. And so I think that's pretty good. And the head itself is only 35 grams. So the rest of the weight comes from the strap, the buckle. But having a quartz movement keeps the watch very light. And why might you want it light is so that you can easily do a lot of things with this, such as run, do sporting activities. And they do call it the Endurance Pro for a reason. The purpose of this watch is a sporting type watch that you could wear with different straps, by the way, and in many different sporting activities, so that it is a watch that can be with you, do all sorts of different activities. Hence the name Endurance Pro. It's not called the Desk Pro or the Office Pro. It's called the Endurance Pro. You would wear it in your athletics endeavors. Okay. And I might also say, by the way, this ice blue color is a boutique delivery only. So, or a jazz type delivery. They have Breitling boutiques. They also have Breitling off-red stores. The ice blue, which is what you see here, they actually call it boutiques, but you can buy it at jazztech.com, which is why we're making this video for you. Okay, so that is the dial. I'm sorry, the case and the movement. Let's move on to the dial. The dial is a black dial with Arabic numerals, and it has these 3 sub-dials which do a chronograph, which calculates the elapsed time. Nothing too special about that, but they have updated the way their dials look. I like it as Arabic number, and it does look very 2023, very updated. I believe this will probably be the way that they'll produce their dials for the foreseeable future. All right. Now the dials actually are the same if you compare them to other of the other colors. The difference being the inside of the bezel, as I told you before, that color matches the strap, and also matches the rubber stopper over the crown. So that's also pretty interesting. Okay. Now that does something about the strap. The strap is blue in color, and it's made of rubber. It has a lug width of 22 millimeters at the lug, and at the clasp is 20 millimeters. And the buckle, as you see here, is the tame type buckle with easy in that goes through it. It makes it very secure, very light, and it matches the rest of the watch. Okay, let me try this watch on. As I told you, I'm a fan of it. I do like it. I'm 200 pounds, 6 foot tall, and I have a 7.5-inch wrist. So it looks quite good on me. And 44 millimeters, imagine me, does not look big. It's just right. And for the price point, I think it's really hard to beat. It's a watch that you could take, in fact, to go running, to go to the beach, to do all sorts of activities. It's not really the watch that you'll be wearing when you're all dressed up. But I think it's a very sporty watch. It's like a very expensive G-Shock almost. And it's a very classy one. It looks great. I like the material, and I like that there's different colors, so that it's not going to break your bank. So if you want to buy it, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztech.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in jazz time, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.